Morning, everyone. This is day 2056 of doing 100 pull-ups a day, and I'll be recording the entire workout on this morning, and I'll be posting it to YouTube with a podcast on top of it, just like I have in the past 5 weeks. So, reason why it's not really a workout, I'm still fixing the shoulder up, it's getting better, thank God. But other than that, if you have any questions or want some engagement for the podcast, please ask below, and I'll happily answer on the podcast. You guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. I'll see you tomorrow.
Who are you?
I'm just a that love pull-ups.
I sell propane and propane accessories, I tell you what.
Hey everybody, what's going on, big dog? Hey, this is podcast number 6. Thank you for tuning in. If you're listening, no one's listening anyway, right? But who cares? It's only podcast 6. We're doing all right. Hey, update. Shoulders getting better here. As you can see, I'm doing like regular pull-ups. I'm trying to just slightly work my way back. I was always able to do the regular pull-ups beforehand, but I was just resting it prior. Because I couldn't do it with a scat pull. So I couldn't do a one-arm scat pull, that's for sure. But anyway, guys, what's up, dude? Welcome back. If you don't know, this is called the Pull Up Podcast, where I just talk about random shit, to be honest with you, because I really need a guest. So if you want to pull up, dog. Anyway, this is podcast 6, and let's get started for today. This workout here is not really a workout. I was supposed to actually stream, quote unquote, for the first time. Not really, but I'll do it tomorrow. I forgot to hit record. Let's just say that when I was playing. So I did about 50 pull-ups in between. I was playing right there when I'm about to do pull-ups right now. I had the match started. I was in a waiting lobby. I think I was playing Siege, and I was just waiting for the round to start. So I cracked out 10. Real quick, and then I went back to go sitting down. So really, there should be a screen with me playing the video game too, but there's not. There's just Joe Boo right there, smoking his cigar as he does. And I talked about this before. If you were wondering what the hell that doll is, that is Joe Boo. You need to watch this movie called Major League People if you haven't seen it. It's a great baseball movie, 1989. Starring Charlie Sheen. I don't even know the other guy's name. He's the dude that plays on Platoon with Charlie Sheen as well. That evil sergeant. Wesley Snipes in it. Willie Mays Hayes here. But anyway, it's a good, and that Allstate guy with the bald head. Serrano, but I don't know his name. Anyway, so I was just doing pull-ups here, and I was going to touch on a few things today. I have it written. Well, I didn't write it down, but I have it listed here, should I say. Everything's digital now, you know what I mean? That's going to change real quick after we get bombed through this World War III stuff. You feel me? Cornel, get your guns ready. You're going to get drafted, boy. Shit. Honestly, I can't do it. If they try to draft me, I know they're going to have to... Considering all these kids are fat as hell and out of shape and just not qualified, I guess, they're obviously going to extend the draft, guys. Like, we say, I remember people would tell me, no, we're safe. We're in our 30s. I'm like, you don't understand, bro. Like, when they need people, they will find people, and it's going to be men. That will be. You see them dudes in Ukraine, they're looking all old, and they're a bunch of old dudes that are fighting, right? And then there's total war if need be, right? When you're that desperate, that means they send women, children, and they send every citizen possible. So nobody's safe, guys, if it comes to draft time. And you know what? I'm concerned. I think a lot of people are on the same boat. We're all awake from this nonsense that's going on with these silly, I don't know, silly, how would I say this? Just BS that's going on, dude. How long can you lie, and how eventually you're going to get caught, you know? Eventually, you're gonna get. Imagine like everybody gets caught when they're doing wrong. Eventually, they do. So, I'm checking this chess game out here. I'm wondering why he didn't take my rook there. Why he's not taking the rook. Am I? Huh. Interesting. I have to go back and check that game out and see. I've been playing like ass lately, and I paid $80 for the damn premium account. Isn't that sad? I'm that guy that just sucks at chess and, you know, pays. I'm like that guy that plays golf with the shitty. He has all the fancy gear, but he can't. He just sucks. This dude's like that in baseball too. I was coaching, and this kid was like, honestly, part of the reason in baseball, I like the pictures and stuff. And in my head, I'm just like, that's probably why you suck. Which is mean in my end. I'm not the best baseball player in the world, but damn, dude. Damn. It's like reassuring. It's kind of sad. Everything's so reassuring. When I used to say, I would be like, I thought I was dumb. I thought I was lazy. I thought I was all these things I thought about myself. And there's people worse than me at that age or what have you. And it's like, whoa. It's pretty sad. But anyway. Welcome back, Gabriel. Tune back, stupid. Like, you just go on these tangents on your brain. It don't matter. We have plenty of time here. And like I said, no one's listening anyway. So anyway, I'm going to talk about... Let's talk about injuries and getting hurt and people that are afraid to get hurt. So, as a coach, you coach people, and they talk about not wanting to do something because they're afraid they'll get hurt. Play a certain game, do a certain drill, do something, but it's going to help them at the end, right? That made no sense to me in whatsoever. I can understand doing something stupid. And what is stupid, Gabriel? Okay, well, playing tackle football without any pads. Yeah, that's probably stupid. Believe it or not, we did that in high school with the baseball team. As our head coach sat there on his ass and smiled the whole time watching us play tackle football without pads. That's a true fucking story, and I have no reason to lie about my stories anyway. I mean, like, what that's a true story. I have sources. But, yeah, that was dumb. So, yeah, I can understand, like, not wanting to play because of that, but, like, you feel obligated to play. I remember my little ass was in there, 5'2", 145 pounds, 130 pounds. No, I was probably around 135 pounds. 5'2", and as a freshman in high school, or was I 5'4"? One of those two. And it was the juniors, and it was a junior heavy class. Juniors and junior heavy class. It was sophomore and juniors versus freshmen and seniors. There was like 3 freshmen, bro. Or maybe 4. And that was just... Man, that was scary. Who was it? I'm trying to think of what team it was. Anyway, it was just like big dudes versus... It was David versus Goliath. It was dumb. And then the pitching coach was like, "All right, Chacha, I'm gonna pitch one to you, and you're gonna run it." And I was like, "You son of a..." Like, I did not want that football. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's give it to the little guy because he could run fast. Yeah. This is so dumb. That's crazy back then. Anyway, but yeah, that's not very smart. So, okay, that's different. But I'm talking about just conditioning, weights, any different activity that's not physical, but you're just scared of hurting yourself through the physical activity, not through like contact. I think those kind of athletes shouldn't be playing sports. Straight up, you're not a competitor. If you don't think that's what you need to do, like to excel, like, then what the hell are you doing? There's always a risk of getting hurt. Why are you thinking about getting hurt? You can get hurt in your car driving. It's pretty dangerous, especially out here in Arizona. How many people run red lights out here, dude? It's ridiculous. I don't know if we're one of the worst. I have no idea. I haven't done the research, but it seems like we're pretty bad out here in Arizona. But yeah, going back, like, people talk about, oh, I don't want to get hurt and all this. It's like, bro, what do you think? And I saw some dude talking about this, like, a true, like, warrior isn't thinking about going home. He's thinking about getting the job done. So yes, that's the same mentality. Just get the job done and don't worry about getting hurt. And what happens if you do get hurt? Okay, yeah, it's a possibility. What's going to happen? Yeah, you'll get hurt and you're going to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over here asking, you know what I mean? Like you're right here. But like, you're going to get hurt and yeah, you deal with it. Oh, my career is over now because I'm hurt. Okay, welcome to real life. Now there's more to life than playing your sport, brother. Promise you. That's something I didn't learn till I moved out here, man. Athletes, guys, there's more to life than your sport, bro. There's a lot more to life. I promise you. So, thanks for touching me on that. Excuse my foul language. Forgive me. I didn't mean to say the F-bomb earlier. I'll bleep that out. But, I wanted to talk about what changed since doing 100 pull-ups a day. A lot has changed. I think the way you go about things change. Personally, I'm a big fan of just getting things done now. Like, if there's a job that needs to be done, you just do it because I'm used to it now. I mean, it's just a small task of 100 pull-ups, but it's kind of annoying. Think about it. Like, who the hell wants to do that? I mean, I don't. But I tried to, like, get it done by a due date, which is 24 hours in the day, right? So, yeah, that's really what changed from that. And it helps with the discipline aspect of, you go work out. I need to go to the gym. Okay, well, yeah, you owe 100 pull-ups. Might as well go to the gym, do other stuff, and finish it regardless. So, that's something I try to teach the kids, man. Turn it in on time. You get like incentives for it, and just to teach them, get it done. Find a way to get it done. You got a week, what have you. But what else has changed since? I mean, definitely the aura. No, I'm just kidding. No aura crap, but like, I don't know. It's just you become more like, I guess, attractive. Not in a sexual opposite sex manner, but like with everyone and just people in general. More attractive to, like, you attract people, if that makes sense. People more likely to talk to you or something like that. You look approachable. So I don't know what that is. That's definitely changed a lot since I've started doing 100 pull-ups, because before I was not like that. Back in my video game days where I would just play stupid video game. Which is part, like, do nothing at all. Which is part, though, it's going to be nice to have this because, like, yeah, I have the video games playing right now, and tomorrow morning, I'm going to be, not streaming, but I'm going to have, like, 2 different camera angles, basically. Camera angle of the one in the bathroom, and then, from the side angle of, because I have the video game right there. Just to show that you can get these done as you're playing video games. It's been nice Haven't been doing this all the time. What has been nice too is with being injured, I guess, you got to make the most of it. So I have, instead of going to the gym, it'd be, I'll sit down, open my Bible, read about a page. I'll read a page, do 10 pull-ups, read a page, do 10 pull-ups, you know what I mean? So I read The Daily Laws by Robert Greene, because it's every single day of the month. So I'll read his day for the date, and then read 9 pages. So those are on my off days, and then I do pull-ups. And if not, on the other days that I'm not at home in the morning getting these pull-ups done because I have work or something, I'll be reading at night Marcus Aurelius Meditations. That's a nice read right there. Very stoic man, Oh boy. Yeah, and on another thing too, the bad news is that I found out I cannot sleep past 5 or 6 hours. 6 hours is my cap. Yep. So I've been having to go to bed at 9 p.m., waking up at 3. When I do that, I wake up at 3 by the alarm, and it's tiring as hell. And it sucks, because if I try to go to bed at 7:30 or 6:30, I'll wake up 2 hours than I'm supposed to. So, yeah, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Such is life. And next, let's talk about this video game, Battlefield, here. Let's talk about what your playing style says about you. If you're a camper, I feel like you are... I don't know. Now I don't know. So if you're a camper, maybe a recon, maybe you're a supportive player. Maybe you say, alright, I'm a recon guy. I like to help my team out. This part too is I don't really like the combat aspect because it's kind of boring. I feel like that style's boring. I'm sorry. Slow. You don't get to shoot anybody. You're just sniping if you're lucky. But at the end of the day, you are valuable because you help your team out by pointing out where these fools are at. I'd say a camper that just likes to stay in one spot, and those guys are greedy. Those are greedy guys. I think they're greedy people if that's the case. Because they camp in a spot and they don't help their team at all. They're just trying to crack up their kills, right? So I think that's a greed / scared / that's another boring game style. Another game style is the one I like to do is just run and gun. Running gunners, I think. I think they're high energy. They're probably people that like to, I don't know. I honestly don't know what it says. What would that say? You're not boring. You're not boring. It's exciting. What's next? Oh, because you never know what the hell's going to happen when you're gunning, right? You never know. You run out there with a freaking shotgun or something, and you never know. Like, at least when you're camping, you kind of know, okay, they're only going to come through this. I only could see so much, right? When you're tagging people from a far distance, I only could tag so many. There's not too much to, I never know what's going to happen. But when you're running and going, turning a corner, you don't know if dudes are in the corner. You don't know anything. And that's pretty exciting. So maybe in real life, the running gunners are the type that they just enjoy, I guess, life and its curveballs, dude. Maybe that. Are you just saying that because that's about you, Gabriel? Maybe. I mean, it's kind of easy to say that because if you know yourself, right? And I do know myself. I was actually thinking about the bad patterns that I used to have, the bad parts of myself. Let's talk about those. I had a tendency to, this is just me, I guess. I like to go back to things. Sadly. Sad to admit that. I've done that since I was a kid. I've done that I've noticed that's a pattern recognition, man. About myself. I'll go back. I'll read something and want to go back to it. Read something, want to go back. Want to go back. Want to go back. And that's something I had to learn how to do. Is just move on from the past. I mean, even now, think about it. I'm trying to go back to play baseball. That's crazy too. It's like I go back to stuff I love. But yeah, and whatever. It is what it is. I'm still gonna go play. When I get rid of a car, when I used to sell a car, I want one again. I want that old car again. Does anyone else have that issue? Or is that just me? But, I'm working on it. Nobody's perfect. Oh, no. And I guess trying to get sponsored still, and that's not working out very well. Hold on, let me get some water. My mouth is cotton mouth right now. Alright, I had to fill up my water cup because my mouth was so dry. It's my cheat day today, and I ate some of this ice cream. And that just sucked the stuff out of my mouth, dog. But anyway, I need to make my own energy drink called the Whole Baller Energy, dog. It'll come in competition with pro ballers since they don't want to play no ball with your boy here. And that's alright. You know what I mean? But let's talk about, let's see what your style says about you. I want to talk about also pitching style. This ain't no pitcher podcast, but for those baseball fans out there. Nah, let's not. For any of you pitchers out there, if you're not a guy that throws really hard, that's not you then. Stop trying to be that guy. It's just so common to see now, man. That everyone's trying to throw really, and I get it. There was a certain point in my life where I tried to throw as hard as I could, the ball as hard as I could, because I didn't know how to pitch. That's crazy. That still shocks me to this day. Never taught how to do the damn thing. Which is sad because, think about it. If my team growing up had like actual skilled coaches that taught and have been around to high level of the game, we would have been so damn good. 'Cause that's all them other rich kids had and stuff. They had like professional coaches, like high level coaches that they can afford, Put this in perspective. Back then, everyone was paying $50 a head a month to have their kid play baseball on my team. I think the average cost was probably about, at that time, $1.50. Something like that. Maybe. Some ridiculous. And the rich ones, probably about $200, I'd assume. $200 a month. But I don't know, man. So it's just not fair. Yeah, nah, who cares? All right. Rock energy. My buddy was supposed to come on this podcast, but we weren't able to do it this week. But it's okay. We'll talk more about it. But he was telling me about how he wants to sell rocks. Not those kind, but literal rocks, like gravel. And he basically wants to mock those energy people, those manifest girls and stuff. Those witches that like the rocks. You know what I'm talking about, gentlemen and ladies? You know what I'm talking about? So he was telling me that he wants to sell them and say, And maybe he says that I do all these pull-ups every day because I have the El Mirage grit rock. I'm surrounded by that, and I harness that energy from the grit. These little, basically gravel people, like literal gravel. That's called El Mirage grit rock right there, and it gives you grit energy to just go and do the thing. So guys, if you wanna do 100 pull-ups a day, all you need is some El Mirage grit rock around you. $5.99 per 10-pound bag. Damn. There's something about like pretty cool water when your mouth is just so dry. It tastes so damn good. Not when you're like thirsty from heat. Do not drink cold water, guys. If you're trying to pass out, do it. But if you're not, don't do it. But it ain't hot in my house right now. It's actually cold because my house ain't properly insulated. That's a whole separate another story right there. And for those little dating advice, guys, if she talks about them rocks and stuff, you better run away. If she says manifest, you better run away. Trust me. Or you can learn the hard way. Am I bad for this too? I tell my students that on like Valentine's Day or anytime I see them, these boys have flowers for the girl. Or like this other boy was writing a note to his girlfriend about, these are 8th graders, okay? And he was writing a letter to his girlfriend, something reasons why I love you. And I told him, I said, you don't give her that. And he said, they were just like, what? Why? And his little friends were there. They were chicks, and then it was him. I said, don't do it, okay? I said, she's gonna leave you. And I was like, you can learn the hard way, but do what you want. And then I told the other ones about flowers. I saw this. It was a 6th grader bringing flowers for his girlfriend, I guess. And I told him, and his little friend thought it was hilarious. But I was like, I said, you never buy your girlfriend flowers. Maybe once or twice a year, but don't. I said, don't do this. I don't know why you're doing this. I was like, what is it? He was like, he's just buying it for no reason. I was like, yeah, that's not a good thing. And this boy started cracking up. He was like, what? Why? And I said, look. I used to buy flowers for this one girl all the time. I bought for a different girl maybe 3 times. And then I said, which relationship do you think lasted longer? And then he smiled and laughed. He was like, the one you only bought it for 3 times. I said, exactly. I said, you can't be doing that stuff to the ladies. So you can't, you have to, it's like the opposite. Which is funny. I don't want to get into that discussion here and piss people off, but it's kind of sad. Like you have to do things backwards to get, what you want. Oh man, but it's all good. Anyway, I was actually trying to figure something out. If you guys can help me, that'd be great. But I did have some engagements this year. Let me actually pull that up. But yeah, I want to figure something out so I have like every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll have a dedicated, because since I'm recording every rep now, I have 1.5 to 2 minutes to talk. I mean, I don't want to talk that long, hell no. But I have like a long time, let's just say. Excuse me. So I can say a message in each video. So I want to do like Film Friday. And then I think about it. That's about 52 movies. I mean, it is 52 movies a year, right? 52 weeks in a year. So if I do Film Friday for the rest of my life, because I'll be posting every day, however long I live, assuming I live longer than years from now, assuming we all don't die by World War III, assuming we're not nuked or EMP'd by that time, and we have and we have no more service, assuming we still have service, assuming that, but anyway, stop World War III, Gabriel. We get it. Yeah, assuming I live that long, that's a lot of movies. I don't know if I've watched that many films, so that's where it gets kind of scary. But I also can watch more, as I do know 52 films. I'm sure that I've watched. I've watched a lot of movies in my day. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, what if I dedicate each day to that specific message? So like, I don't know, Monday motivation. Tuesday, okay, I'm not trying to do any motivating at all. I am the least motivational dude in the world when it comes to working out and shit. I'm the trainer, the coach, whatever, that tells you that I hate this stuff. I hate it. And they look at me weird. I get weird looks when you tell them that I don't like working out. Like, I fucking hate it. I legit hate it. Guys don't understand how lazy I am as an individual. I will sit on my ass and do nothing all day if I could. I mean, yeah, I can. I know where it leads to, and it's not pretty. And I've done it before. Yeah, I can, and I have done it. And it sucks. It's hell. It's fun, though. It's easy. That's probably why it's hell, but you guys don't understand. Like, I do not like work. I guess I hate that feeling more than I do working out. Let's just say that. The fact that I hate the shitty feeling you feel when you do nothing, absolutely nothing. You're just a piece of garbage. That sucks. But yeah, it's just weird. Like, I'm not. So like, anyway, I'm going in circles. Like, just an example: Monday motivation or something. Tuesday, I don't know. I could tell a turn up story, bro. A story when I pissed my pants when I was 20 years old. I didn't really pee on my pants. I was so bad in college, dude. So bad. I think I would pee on the floor. I had that issue. That's not a proud story of mine, but turned up to dumb as hell. Anyway, I'm just thinking of ideas. Wednesday, I don't even want to talk about the pee on. I used to, like, basically, I remember I had my jeans were soaked in my own urine. But they were next to me, so I'm pretty sure I took them off and peed on them, I guess. But that happened multiple times, and I remember one time it happened in my house, and my mom got freaked out. She was just like, "No." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." She was like, "Don't be sorry. Alcoholism runs in our family." Blah blah blah. And she was all like scared. I'm like, "Calm down, bro. I ain't no alcoholic, man. I'm just dumb, young, and drunk." Yeah, that was me in the past, guys. Believe it or not, I'm not perfect. Believe it or not, I've made mistakes in my past. Believe it or not, I used to be an idiot and like to do stupid things like party. That's actually one of my biggest regrets in college, was partying and not focused on baseball. To each their own. You hear that, young athletes? It's not worth it. Definitely 150% not worth it. So, let's go back to our engagements. Oh, YK Vust. At YK Vust on YouTube, the genius himself. Those are hammer curls, not pull-ups. Oh my goodness. That was funny. A hammer curl is a bicep exercise for your bicep and your brachioradialis and your radialis. So, that's a curl. A curl is a curl, buddy. I'm over here doing pull-ups. This boy called them curls. So he commented saying, those are hammer curls, not pull-ups. And I just told him, what did I tell him? I just said, neutral grip pull-ups, big dog, with a laughing face. I didn't call him an idiot, even though I had every right to, but no. What was the other comment? When I had someone correct me and say, oh, chin-ups. Yeah, I thank you. I had no idea what the hell the difference was. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm being sarcastic, and again, for the 50th time, I'm just going to say it again for the F's sake. I'm I have an umbrella, right? Think of an umbrella. Pull-ups. Under my umbrella, my rules state, these are my rules. It's my vow, my rules. Exactly. Yeah. What do you got against that, boy? You can ask any calisthenics athlete, any guy that practices calisthenics, any qualified trainer that knows how to do a pull-up. A chin-up is a supinated grip pull-up. It can be called that. So, technically, it's not so much even that. It's more of I'm getting my chin past the bar mainly. So I can use rings. I can use ropes. So what do you call rope pull-ups then? Because they're definitely not you're not gripping them the same, you know? If the bars are parallel to the ground, they're perpendicular to the ground. So, what would you call those? They're not pull-ups because the pull-up bar is parallel to the ground, right? And you grip it. So, what are you supposed to say to that? Anyway, shout out to Kenshin PhD. Kenshin PhD. I can't read for shit. Impressive discipline. Watch out for the left side. So he was trying to warn me, like, give me a he was trying to just like look out for me, telling me, hey, watch out. Too much imbalance can be good. He said impressive discipline. So respect to you, buddy. Yeah, I know. I knew the dangers, man. I just read it out for you. Impressive discipline, but watch the left side. Compensation overloading one side like that is a fast track to your muscle imbalance and a potential injury to your good arm. Quality over quantity until right arm is 100%. Shout out to you, man. Yeah. It was just for 2 weeks. I knew my arm can handle it. I have the biggest right arm in the world. The strongest right arm in the world. I'm just kidding, but yeah, man. I appreciate it. I'll be back. Unknown Prince 222, shout out to you. You said that's right, champ. I respect that. Someone asked if it's a right shoulder injury and never replied after I told them yes, sir. Keep it up, brother. Keep it up. Eugene C. Jasper, respect to you, big dog. Thanks for the engagement. I'd hope you guys can ask a question in the future too, though. And not just you guys, just people in general. Send me something to answer. Maybe suggestion about what you want me to go over every day for the week. I can go over rocks Monday through Friday. Maybe I can make fun of silly things or things that don't make sense. Thursday, things that don't make sense, and just say it. And because I hate things that don't make sense, dude. That make no damn sense. I already went over that before. I'm not a fan of things that don't make sense. Yeah, maybe that'll be a Thursday one. I should write that down. Thursday, things that don't make sense. So Friday film, Thursday things that I gotta figure that out on my own time. I can't be doing that in the podcast right here. Excuse me, man. But anyway, guys, as I'm tailing into the end of this podcast, I have a treat for you guys next week. Won't be so much video games. It would be more of playing baseball. I'm actually going to send this film I'm going to make next week to a bunch of indie ball teams. Tell them to pick my ass up because anybody can use a left-hander. That's man, I talked to a coach out where I'm teaching at, and he said he stopped playing football when he was 44 years old, 45. He was he was a linebacker. Can you believe that, people? And I don't know much about football. But we were talking. I kind of took the words out of his mouth. With all respect, he just said Big Simone dude. He was like, I was going against these young cats, but When he's like, but I was like, but you have this, and I pointed at the head. He said, yeah. His face lit up. He smiled. He said, exactly. He said, I got this. This is, I was like, you're 2 steps ahead of people when you have that. So that's what I feel about baseball in general. The fact that I'm just older, seasoned, more experience than these young kids. And also probably, I can't say probably. That's just arrogant of me. I just been through. You never know what anyone's been through, so I can't say that. It's just very egotistical of me to say. So anyway, I'm sorry. That was the end of the workout, guys. That was 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see y'all next week. Later.
Ass clown.